Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Wargaming. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, this is a Monday painting video. What's the Monday painting video? What's it all about? Well, the Monday painting video is essentially a painting video, but the model or models in question are voted on by you guys, my viewers. From last week's Weekly Wednesday, which is a weekly Q&A, I show you guys a host of models and you guys vote on what you want to paint for this Monday's painting video. In the event of a tie, do a dice roll. So for all my regulars here, guys, I feel love, thank you very much. I'll see you in a minute. Right, so you would see from the thumbnail, Khorne Berzerkers one with 2 votes. Now, I have 30 of these guys with another 10 to build. That is actually 12 in the box, but I will only build 10 of them and save the parts to make characters when the World Eaters Codex drops. I have probably another 20, I think it is, coming in the Combat Patrol magazine. So that's going to give me 60 in total. So I need a quick and easy, simple way of getting these guys from this to, ready on the table. I've opted for the guy with the great weapon. I was looking for the one with the skull head because I wanted to try and make that stand out even more, but couldn't find him. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take some lead belcher and I'm going to come in with that. I'm going to get things like his weapon. Just going to give it a quick slap over. The chains hanging off of him. I'm not painting it as such. I'm sort of just running the paint over the top. So any bits of black undercoat that shine through, this is going to give it a bit more of a look. Yeah. Some more chains hanging off the back of him here. With the chains, if you don't paint it, if you just give it sort of like a sort of dry brush, it's going to really make them pop off really nice. Now I was going to go with a dry brush on it all over the whole armour, and I said no, I need to really look at what I'm doing here, because these are fantastic sculpts. So chains hanging off the front of him there, of course he has. The reason why I'm starting with the silver, because if I go, oh, I got it on the leg by mistake, yeah, it doesn't matter, because the next stage will just totally sort that out. Get those little bits in there as well. Once I've got the silver out. We were looking for a quick, easy, nice way to have these guys painted up. I'm going to get that bit in the middle there. I don't see any arm joints, but that arm looks like it's got skin hanging out. I won't paint it as skin, I'll paint it as armour, but it does look like skin. The next thing I'm going to do, the reason I done silver in the first place is because this next stage is a little bit different. Now normally you could come over with lead belcher, dry brush all the armour, and then come in with Khorne red and dry brush again over the silver. But what I'm going to do in my wet palette is I'm going to mix these 2 colours together. Okay, so I want a really red metallic-y colour. That's brilliant. I'm going to show you this. It looks like a purpley red. It's absolutely lovely. So what I'm going to do with that now is I'm going to take a tissue and I'm going to start dry brushing all of the armour pieces on him. Oh mate, that is special. That is absolutely special. I've really Really have done myself this one. I can see this already being absolutely amazing, because the silver and the red, as they go across the model in the raised areas and stuff, they're sort of separating but still keeping the same sort of ready look. Wow, I'm actually really impressed with that. That's come out better than I thought it would. So I can go. That's really impressive. I actually surprised myself really well, really so much with that. Because normally I just, as I said, do the Khorne, the silver, lead brush silver, then just do Khorne red dry brush over the top. But that's come out absolutely fantastic. It's giving me like a, not a bright red, really dark metallic red look to it. So I'm going to go off camera, just carry on going round, and the good thing is I can give it a second coat, like on top, you know, some pieces that I really want to highlight even more. I like sort that. There we go. That's a bit better. That looks absolutely fantastic. I'm really impressed with that. That is absolutely, that's come out better than I thought. And I keep saying it, but I wasn't expecting it to be that great. Now I'm going to come with some run oxide. There's a few little bits on this to do now. So the first thing is he's got leather straps here across his two-handed blade. Of course he has. But that's nice because that'll break up the metallics nicely. He has a gun pouch. I still think that's an arm. There's a bit of cloth hanging off the back of him here. Just going to give that a quick once in. I do think that's an arm, like a unplated piece of armour. Sorry, I think that's an arm without his armour plate on it. Anyway, now I'm going to come in with some Screaming Skull. And I know there's a skull on the base here. Screaming Skull is a layer paint, so it will go and brighten itself down. He's got skulls hanging off the back of him here. Now, I was unsure about Retributor armour, but thinking about it, he looks too flat. I do need to bring some of that in. So I'm going to come in and painstakingly get all of the trim, because these guys have lots of trim. It's a long process this is going to be. Actually, yeah, that looks quite nice. So I'm going to go off camera and do the rest of the trim. It's going to take absolute ages. Well, I hope it doesn't take ages, because I want to try and get these guys done quickly. I've just seen another skull underneath there, which I'm going to get. Sorry, just in there. Right, I've actually got some Cadian flesh tone onto a wet palette. Let's give you a quick look at what I've done. There's a very subtle hint of gold around the trim, a little bit on the axe. It actually looks pretty cool with the gold on him. I've decided with the flesh tone, his arm needs to be painted. The reason I know it is a piece of arm without the armour. See a little circle there? That's where the power arm will slot into. So I'm just going to come in with some watered down Cadian flesh tone. Just run it over the skin. And leave that to dry, and I'll come back and give it another second coat. Right, so whilst I wait for flesh tone, Canadian flesh tone to dry, I'm going to come with some white scars. It's a very simple step. So brush it over. Scars too much. So the scars on the back of your Semper. I don't want too much white scars across the skulls, just a little bit. Makes it really just pop off. Now I can, when that's dry, come over again and do some more. Especially across the face part of the skull, because I just make it highlight even more, make it really stand out. That's why I was looking for the one with the skull face helmet, because I was going to do the same thing with the helmet on him as I'm doing with these skulls here. And what I'm going to do then, I've got a tiny little bit on my brush. I'm going to come in and just give his gun pouch a little brush down. Essentially a dry brush. Now people will say you should be using a good brush to do dry brush. This isn't a good brush, this is a bad brush. I just use this to give me to do base colours and stuff. I end up finding myself using it for a lot of tasks. Here's the leather hanging off the back of him here. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to give this a little up brush underneath. Maybe I should have done that and taken it beyond about already sanded, I don't know. And I'm brushing from the bottom up. And what I'm doing is just giving that little backpack a little highlight, but just different. It's not taking anything away from the lovely purpley red. Right, so the next thing to do, I'm actually going to come in with a little bit more Cadian flesh tone. Let's give it a little bit. And take some Cadian flesh tone and mix it with some white scars. I want to get a bit lighter. Now the hand's really standing out. Right. So for all intents purposes, this guy's battle ready. Very quick, very easy. Actually, there is one more part. I actually need to get some swimmer skull. And I'm going to brush it along the leather strip in his hand. So it's going to look like warm leather. Now, for those of you that don't know what battle ready sad means, I could put them on the table and away he goes. But what I'm going to do now is take it beyond Battle Ready Standard. And what that means is it could be a dry brush, it could be a wash, it could be contrast paint, it could be edge highlighting, it could be dry paint, it could be technical paint, it could be even bringing in layer paints like this. That's a layer paint, and just bringing up certain other layers. So the first thing I'm going to do is come with some more white scars. I just want to get the faces, the eyebrows, and just the facial pieces of these skulls. Just try and highlight them even more so they just really stand out on the model. So you really see how much they really stand out now. And I know this layer paint, so it's going to dull itself down a bit, but I could always come back and give it a third one. But the next thing I'm going to do he wouldn't be a Khorne Berzerker without this lovely paint. Blood for the Blood God, technical paint. Looks absolutely fantastic. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some on my brush and slap it on his weapon. I'm going to put some on the skulls as well. Get some on the base here around the skull. I could actually slap some on his hand as well, but I'm not going to. I think he looks absolutely fantastic the way he is. I'm really pleased with that colour, that red and that purple. Red and the silver. Let me just close this up before I knock it everywhere. So it's just that bit in the middle there. Just absolutely, it's starting to separate now, but there's metallic and the red. But that is absolutely a fantastic colour. I could actually chuck some white in there actually, and then just come in and just do bits and pieces here and there. But I think that step for me is a bit too far. The reason I'm saying that is, he's done. There's 29 more Khorne Berzerkers to do. I have a box of 12 to build, but I'll build 10 and have the other 2 to make heroes for World Eaters when their Codex drops, and they go, oh, there are all these new HQ choices, so I can actually convert some. There is, I think, another 20 coming in the Combat Patrol magazine. So I'll have 60 in total. I have 30 at the moment, also 9 left to paint. 10 more to build off camera, which, you know, is going to be, they are the quick, easy ones, so I'll be able to do them inside a few days. Yeah, I'm very pleased with this guy, because it's not like a red, and it's like metallic-y red, but at the same time saying it, when you have like blood, you know yourselves, when you cut yourself, it'll bleed, and after it scabs off, it goes like a browny black colour. The scab does, or the blood does. Sorry, so I say as it's scabbing over. To me, that's what this colour reminds me of. So if you're seeing this for the first time, welcome to the channel. Hit the subscribe button because it costs you absolutely nothing. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything. Everyone smash the thumbs up button so it triggers YouTube to share this video with more and more people, and makes this incredibly amazing community of you guys grow even more. Any comments or anything, chuck and blow as always, guys. Thanks to everyone who voted, you know, for these guys to be painted. If you voted for something and it didn't win, don't panic, because everything needs to be painted. tune in, you know, this weekly Wednesday to see what's in the vote for next Monday. Guys, thanks for watching. Comments below as always. Hit the buttons for me. Until next time, take it easy.